Hi guys. Yes, nice to have you guys. Yes, hi guys. Hi. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Yes, I hope I beat each and every one of you well. Yes, nice to have you. Everyone is busy with the United States politics. They've got a new president. And I said it, let the will of the Almighty Lord prevail. The Lord spoke, the people spoke. See, a friend of mine came and asked my opinion, and I said, I'm not bothered about advanced democracy. The will of the people will be done. It's prevailed. It can never be changed. The same election that brought Donald Trump to power 4 years ago has brought somebody else to power. There are many things that are enshrined inside the elections in the United States that was murky, that you were not told. Yes, hi, good evening. It is Saturday, the 7th day of November 2020. The time in London is 10 minutes past 7 o'clock, 1910. Winter time clock in London. I'm yours and truly, Frank Bello, and I'm streaming live to you. See, the US election does not bother me. The UK elections does not bother me. The Germans election, the French elections does not bother me. You're not bothered about your own internal problem as Black Africans. You're not addressing some of the issues that are very critical to you. You're not talking about the way they've messed your life up. From 1960 to 2020, 60 odd years here. You're not talking about that. You have not engaged yourselves in the circumstances that led you into that decapitated state, a state of decadence paralysis, a state that is beyond repairs in your entire whole life and your entire whole generation and generations that are yet unborn. But you are busy poking your nose into the American elections. Are you not stupid? Aren't you stupid? Poking your nose into advanced democracy, and the same people that were youths and teenagers in their time are still calling the shots in your lives today. Nwadike Berechukwu Kolawole Wasiu, Nwako Fabian Zubi, Timmy, Twin Godson. I can see you all. Jocelyn Noah is watching from the YouTube channel. I think Lamar Cakes equally switched to the YouTube as well. Yeah, not bothered. Today, we want to talk about the truth and the ugly. The truth and the ugly. Think about it. Lamar Cake said she's heartbroken. Don't be heartbroken. Let the will of God be done. Don't be heartbroken. I'm not heartbroken. Yeah. I'm not heartbroken. I'm not really bothered about the United States elections. The truth and the ugly. This is not the initial stream. I stopped on part 2 of the bleeding edge. We're still coming back to that, but other events continue to override what we have to talk, because a lot of people are glued to the United States elections. I guess the way Nigerians are even glued to that US elections, the British are not even glued to it. Why? You're not minding your own business. You're minding external business. Is United States your business? United States not your business, but you keep poking your nose into the United States democratic activities. That's none of your business. You should mind your own internal squabbles. I'll tell you the truth. An average American on the streets of America, you think, if they are not Nigerians, you think they are interested in your election. You think Britain is interested in your election. It is only the Prime Minister and those with business interest in your country that will have interest in your election. You expect Sir Alan Sugar to be interested in your business when Sir Alan Sugar hasn't got any business deals or dealings with Nigeria. Of course, you will expect the likes of Sir Richard Branson to be interested because Virgin Atlantic flies into Murtala Mohammed Airport. Of course, I will expect Sir Richard Branson to be interested. And what subsequently happened to Sir Richard Branson messed up too by your rogue, bloody, hopeless government. You think we don't know? I've got pictures. I've got all the pictures. Before, I was one of the people, one of the journalists that fought for Sir Richard Branson to begin his flight operations to Nigeria. Prince Bola Ajibola was our High Commissioner to the United Kingdom at the time. The very first press conference before the maiden voyage of Virgin Atlantic. I've got all the details. You think I don't know what I'm talking about? That's why they hate me so much. Do I care? Tough on you. Because the entire nooks and crannies of that nation from 1960 to date was built on a fraudulent ground. They frustrate Sir Richard Branson. Sir Richard Branson even entered into a pact to help your bloody rogue nation resuscitate Nigeria Airways. Your Minister of Aviation messed up the whole thing. And Sir Richard Branson regretted in his entire life to deal with the Nigerian market. Virgin. I've got all the pictures. All the pictures, all the press conference pictures. If you go back onto some of my archives on Facebook, you will see everything. I think I published them. You'll see them. Before we go into the truth and the ugly, I got this tape. Now, before we go into the hardcore, because that hardcore, let me seize this opportunity to entertain you with some light refreshments. Very light and very delightful. I like to do it that way because it is my style. I got this tape from someone. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this out. In such a way that you guys will. Let me see. Yes. Let me see if this is going to play using that. Listen to this. It is in Yoruba. If it is going to play from this media player, otherwise I might have to transfer it. Yes, it's playing.
Mo need the help ni ẹjọ mo need advice gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé abiyamọ gbogbo ẹni mo pe ẹjọ advice tí mo need ni pé mo ní boyfriend mẹ́rin boyfriend mi yẹn.
Now, let me interpret because this is in Yoruba language and it is very, very cracky. That's why I said this is part and bits of the enjoyment that you guys will enjoy. Don't mind, there's a firework going on around my area. Okay, so don't be surprised when you hear those blasts. Now, this tape happens to be a woman who's got 4 boyfriends. She's got problems with those 4 boyfriends, and she's seriously seeking your help. I'll try and interpret everything in English, but for the benefit of my Yoruba listeners, I'm going to allow the tape to roll through completely. And at the end of the roll, I'll then interpret exactly, press it down exactly what this woman is saying. Yeah, I'll press it down. Yeah, I will. I promise I will. So now, listen, because I'm going to start the tape all over from the beginning. So for the benefit of my Yoruba listeners, listen very carefully. It's very cracky. And this will crack you up. Listen.
bàbá mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ nàìjíríà ní lóko lájò ní diaspora ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo need help yín ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo need advice yín gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé abiyamọ gbogbo ẹni mo pè ẹ jọ̀ọ́ advice yín tí mo need ni pé mo ní boyfriend mẹ́rin boyfriend mi yẹn àkọ́kọ́ ọmọ Macedonia ni ó máa ń fún mi lówó gan-an kò sí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ tí kìí fún mi máa ń fún mi treasure but problem tí mo ní ni pé kíní yìí kò lè ṣe tó bá ti gun orí mi báyìí á ní ó ní spinal cord òun kán gbà tó ń lọ kàwé ní England so kò lè ṣe ìmọ̀ kan tó máa ṣe sí yẹn ẹgbẹ́ fún mi láti ẹni kejì last born oyè ló sì ni gbogbo tá a bá ti dé báyìí kò sí tí ò ní fọwọ́ kọ́ kò sí tí ò ní fọwọ́ kọ́ ṣùgbọ́n kò wá láìkí kíní ìyàfi kókó máa fọ́ pléètì láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́ ni ó ti sú mi gbogbo ọbẹ̀ yìí kó ti bó yànnà mo lọ sọ́dọ̀ OBGY gan gynecologist iná láti máa sọ pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ pé ajá ló ń la ẹ̀ ni àwọn lájá kọ́ àkọ́lé oyè ló sì lélẹ́yìí kí ni ẹjọ́ kí lẹ fẹ́ kí n ṣe sí ẹjọ́ kò rinlẹ̀ ṣe understand kò ṣàkàn fífọ́ yìí náà ní láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́ ẹni kẹta ó ní mo fẹ́ gbẹ̀mí òun ó dẹ̀ lówó lọ́wọ́ ó rí ṣe you understand ìyẹn náà last one á níní ni ó rí ṣe gan-an ni you understand give me treasure everything there's nothing that I ask he doesn't give me but the problem tí mo ní ni pé ó ní mo fẹ́ gbẹ̀mí òun ó ní mo fẹ́ gbọ́ òun pa mi ì gbọ́ ṣé obìnrin máa ń gbọ́kùnrin pa ṣáà ẹ gbọ́ ó ní mo ti fi kíní ìsún mo jẹ́ kó tiẹ̀ wá àrùn sí òkú òun tí tó bá lóbìnrin gan òun ti aláìkí wọn ó ní láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́ ní gbọ́sẹ̀ bí mi ni sometimes a máa dúró sí kitchen a máa ṣe a máa lọ da gábéjì mu a máa ṣe a máa nínú mọ́tò a máa ṣe nínú toilet ìgbà ní ìnìdé à ń ṣe 15 rounds ipò kéré jù 10 rounds a máa ṣe nígbà míì ẹ gbọ́ ṣẹ́ẹ̀bì mi ló nítorí díẹ̀ èyí òun ò ní lè fẹ́ mi pé òun ò ní pẹ́ kú pé bìbọ̀ sórí pé ojú máa ń ṣó ìjú òun bá drive òun ò lè drive mọ́tò òun láti máa pe uber ni òun lift ńgbà mi ó dẹ̀ ń kọ́ sí lọ́rọ̀ mọ́ ni òun lè rí tó ojú òun ti ń ṣú tóun bá fẹ́ mú kinní dání pé electrician dẹ̀ tún lòun pé kóun má lọ gan mọ́ná so mi mọ advice tẹ̀lé fún mi ẹjọ́ dẹni kẹrin problem tí mo ní pẹ̀lú yẹn ni pé it's a very nice person caring a máa láàárọ̀ a máa láìsí a máa tó gbé a máa fẹ́ fún ẹ understand but the problem pé kíní yóò ju tọmọ ọdún kan lọ kò dẹ̀ tún wá mọ̀ lò that's the problem kò tún wá mọ̀ lò but ó ní owó ó ní everything ó ní like 20 cars he has money you understand but ìyẹn ọmọ òṣèlú kan ni mi ní dárúkọ you understand so kò mọ kíní yìí lò ní that's the problem ẹjọ advice lè rò pé mo lè mú nínú àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin ẹjọ mo ní ọmọ Yẹnusì first born Yẹnusì mo dẹ̀ ní last born Anini mo dẹ̀ ní ọmọ third born Macadamia mo dẹ̀ tún ní AIG ní bàbẹ́ AIG ní bàbẹ́ so ẹjọ advice lè lè fún mi ẹ sọ fún mi ẹjọ my people ẹjọ tó sọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ni mo pè ẹjọ fún mi advice ẹjọ ẹ ṣé gan-an.
Now, I'm not going to play that again. Guys, When this got into my possession, I was terribly laughing my head off. I'm not going to lie to you. Laughing my head off. And the reason is because it was very funny. And at the same time, very spooky. Funny and spooky. Whether this is true or not. Iwapweluewa, good evening. Timmy said, how old is she? I don't have any clue, but I have the strongest feelings that she's probably in her 40s. Yes, I have that strongest feelings that she's probably in her 40s. So if she can make mention of Mike Adenuga's son, which I believe Mike Adenuga's son cannot up to 50, but perhaps the eldest son should be in the 40s. So she should be in the 40s. See, late 30s, early 40s is that age bracket that we are talking about. And this happens to be a woman. That's why it is the truth and the ugly. It could be the truth and it could be the ugly. A woman, a Yoruba woman with four different boyfriends. 4 different boyfriends. The first boyfriend, God, you guys, you said Frank is crazy. Louis Peter, Elizabeth Lilja. The first boyfriend happens to be Mike Adenuga's son. She's very lucky that she's falling into the hands of the rich, the sons of the rich guys. I'll tell you, the first boyfriend happens to be Mike Adenuga's son. Mike Adenuga, very wealthy. See, what the likes of people like us we've got that is particularly pleasing to other people, that they wish they have, they don't. See, God will never give you 2 blessings at the same time. See, Mike Adenuga's son, the father has money, he's got money, he's acquired money. But this same lady said, Mike Adenuga's son cannot perform. He could not perform sexually. Sexually, Mike Adenuga's son is incapacitated and he is completely useless when it comes to sexual performance, because he had a spinal cord problems due to an accident when he was in England. Can that be spiritual? Mike Adenuga's son had an accident, spinal cord, the father very rich. Take your mind back. Could that mean that must have been a nemesis that caught up with him? The money is there, but then and again, what money will allow you to enjoy you, that enjoyment has been taken away from you. No, it's not Mike Adenuga's son. The woman befriended Mike Adenuga's son. That was the voice of a woman with 4 boyfriends. And Mike Adenuga's son happens to be one of those that she dated. But, Narada Franklin, good evening. But Mike Adenuga's son was unable to perform. Mike Adenuga's son could not give the sexual need that woman desires. The money is there. Money is no problem. But when it comes to night duties or pleasure, enjoyment, Mike Adenuga's son, useless. Look, whether it is made up or not. Okay, let us assume it is made up. Okay? Let's assume it is made up. We still have to talk about it. We're not saying it is Mike Adenuga's son directly, but if this is not true, I'm not too sure whether Mike Adenuga's son, one of his sons, has got spinal injury. It could be right. For every element of rumors, there is a truth. If Mike Adenuga's son does not have any spinal injury, she will make it. She will make that video. She never mentioned that Mike Adenuga's son. But perhaps the Mike Adenuga's son will know that, oh, that's me. Have you ever heard in Reader's Digest? I once said to people that when my late father was alive, my father was a subscriber to the Reader's Digest. They used to deliver Reader's Digest by post those days in Nigeria from England to my dad. And at the same time, Newsweek, Time, West Africa to which Obasanjo banned West Africa newspaper. Obasanjo banned West Africa. Not many of you knew about this. Narada Franklin. Yeah, I just said it. That it could be spiritual and part of what they will need for him to keep that in the spiritual realm is that price. And he had no choice. They had to go for that particular one. Steve Osagie. So, let's go back. Do you guys want me to play that tape again? Let's play that tape. And so that we can warm up, so that because of the US elections, I'm still going to break it down, okay, for you guys. Now, let me replay the tape for my Yoruba audience to hear. Listen to that again.
Mo need help with mo need advice advice mo need ni pé mo ní boyfriend mẹ́rin. Boyfriend mi yẹn àkọ́kọ́ ọmọ Mike Adenuga ni, ó máa ń fún mi lówó gan-an, kò sí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ tí kì í fún mi, ó máa ń fún mi treasure. But problem tí mo ní ni pé kíní yìí kò lè ṣe. tó bá ti gun orí mi báyìí á ní ó ní spinal cord òun kán gbà tó ń lọ kàwé ní England so kò lè ṣe ìmọ̀ kan tó máa ṣe sí ìyẹn ẹgbẹ́ fún láti.
The guy cannot perform anytime the guy climbs on top of her. The guy does not have any erection, but there's money. No erection. So the guy said to her that she had spinal cord injury when he had spinal cord injury when he was in England. Let's listen.
Last one, you know, see.
Now, I'm going to go into the second one. See, the second one happens to be the last born of Oyenusi. Many of you perhaps don't know who Oyenusi was. I wouldn't expect Jocelyn Noah and some other people to know who Oyenusi was. Oyenusi in the 70s was a notorious armed robber in Lagos who terrorized Lagosians with armed robbery. These ones, they kill. They will, look, when they carry out their operations, they raid and they will take your car, they will take your possession, they will take everything. Now, because of that pandemic of armed robbery in Lagos, now don't forget, Lagos was the Federal Capital Territory. I'm giving you the story. Lagos was the Federal Capital Territory and the seat of power was in Lagos. The State House, the president, the head of state, reside in Lagos, not Abuja at the time. So Lagos was the seat of power. But then and again, the same SARS that we are protesting today, that the youths are protesting, was established because of the likes of Oyenusi in the 80s. Because of that terrorization by the armed bandits, armed robbers in Lagos. And Oyenusi happens to be one of those top hierarchy armed robbers. And the last child of Oyenusi was what this lady is referring to. Now, I'm going to play the tape, but the lady said the last child of Oyenusi that he's got as well. So this lady practically was keeping 4 different men at the same time, dating 4 different men. Mike Adenuga's son, Oyenusi's last child, who loves to steal because the genes of the father is in the son. But there's a lot more to it. I'm not going to tell you, but I want you, my Yoruba viewers, to listen to what she has to say. Listen to that.
Kò sí tí ò ní fọwọ́ kọ́. Kò sí tí ò ní fọwọ́ kọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n kò wá láìkí kíní ìyàfi kókó máa fọ́ pléètì láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́ ni. Ó ti sú mi gbogbo ọbẹ̀ yìí kó ti bó. Ó ti bó yánnayànna. Mo lọ sọ́dọ̀ OBGY gan gynecologist iná láti máa sọ pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Pé ajá ló ń la ẹ̀mí. Àwọn alájà kọ̀ àkọ́bí Oyenusi lélẹ́yìí. Ní ẹjọ́ kí lẹ fẹ́ kí n ṣe sí ẹjọ́?
This one is particularly interesting for the benefit. You see, this is why people don't come here, because they don't know exactly what I'm going to come up with at some point in time. Oyenusi's son, the last born of the notorious armed robber, loves to lick this woman's plate. Yes, that was what the woman was saying. So this story is probably true. It's true. I don't see any element of. Oyenusi's last born loves to lick the woman's plate. He lied. The licking is so terrible that the woman was even wounded, that she had no choice but to go to an obstetrician and gynecologist to check her private part, because she was badly wounded from the licking. And when she got to specialist obstetrician and gynecologist inquired if it was a dog doing the licking, because the sore on her private part was too much. Oh dear. That's why before we begin to go into the heartbeat, let's try and have some good time. Yes. Listen to this.
fífọ́ yìí náà ní láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́. Ẹni kẹta ó ní mo fẹ́ gbẹ̀mí òun.
The third one.
Ó dẹ̀ lówó lọ́wọ́.
The third one has got money.
You understand? Ìyẹn náà last one Anini ni.
Last born of Anini.
I understand. Give me treasure, everything. There's nothing that I ask he doesn't give me. But the problem tí mo ní ni pé ó ní mo fẹ́ gbẹ̀mí òun, ó ní mo fẹ́ gbọ́ òun pa.
Because the woman. Now, here she's got problem because Anini's son, the third one, claimed this woman wants to take his life because she loves to shag 24/7. Sometimes in the kitchen, in the toilet, in the car, everywhere. In short, they go with about 15 rounds, an average of 15 rounds in a day. Is that normal? But this guy then claimed that the same woman is not fit to be his wife because of the sexual bit. That was a bit too incredible. That was exactly what she was saying. Now, let's listen.
I'm a shake, I'm a shake, I'm a shake in the toilet. In a day, I shake 15 rounds. People carry 10 rounds. I'm a shake that. Ẹgbọ́n ṣẹ́ẹ̀bì mi ló nítorí díẹ̀ yìí òun ò ní lè fẹ́ mi pé òun ò ní pẹ́ kú pé bìkọ́ torí pé ojú máa ń ṣó ìjú òun bá drive òun ò lè drive mọ́tò òun láti máa pe uber ni òun lè tì gbà mí ó dẹ̀ ń kọ́ sí lọ́rọ̀ mọ́ ni òun lè rí pé ojú òun ti ń ṣú.
The guy practically is unable to drive his car, so the guy end up calling Uber all the time. Anytime the guy finishes at her place and he wants to go home, so he goes home in Uber. And obviously because the guy is an electrician, so the guy said he doesn't want to kill himself because after 15 rounds he doesn't want to put where negative should be in positive in electricity connections. So that was another issue. Okay, Now let's go into the
tó
into it.
bá tó bá fẹ́ mú kinní dání pé electrician dẹ̀ tún lòun pé kó má lọ gan mọ́ná so mi mọ ẹjọ́ mi mọ advice tẹ̀lé fún mi ẹjọ́ dẹni kẹrin
The fourth one.
problem tí mo ní pẹ̀lú yẹn ni pé it's a very nice person kẹrin a máa láàárọ̀ a máa láì sábà tó gbé a máa fẹ́ fún ẹ understand but the problem ni pé kinní yìí ò ju tọmọ ọdún kan lọ kò dẹ̀ tún wá mọ̀ ọ́ lò.
The fourth one, very nice guy. The fourth guy, very nice guy. But the problem with the fourth guy is that he's John Thomas. Is like a 1-year-old child. This fourth guy is very rich and wealthy. Can you see that? I know of the case of someone. Oh God, should I tell this story? God, should I tell? Now, guys, would you want me to tell you this story? This is a personal experience, and we can equally share that story here. This story is about my story. It is my story. I'm not going to lie to you. And it is my story. And I think I told my wife. My wife is aware of this story when it happened. Jesse J. Jesse J, you want to know? Okay, I won't say just one person because this woman is talking about a man with a small John Thomas. And I will tell you this story. If somebody else if you want to hear this story, I'm not going to limit just Lenora. If I can get 5 more yeses, then I'll tell you the story. If I can't get 5 more yeses, then I will stop. I won't tell you the story. And I'm not going to mention the name because there was a particular name that was mentioned. So when I listened to this tape, somebody went straight through to my mind with the fourth person. You see, you look at you guys. You're saying yes. Steve Osagie said yes. Okay. Jocelyn Noah said yes. Steve Osagie too. Though we're going to go into something else. I'm just warming you guys up. No, I'm just warming you guys up. You see, Temi said yes. Kolawole Wasiu said yes. Oh, Iwa Kwelu said yes. So how many yeses have I got altogether now? And then I'm going to go into it. Narada Franklin said, please tell the story. Okay, I think I've got more than 5. Matthew Olaiwola said no. Okay, Matthew Olaiwola said no. Kolawole Wasiu said yes. Okay, Temi, yes. Okay, let me count the yeses here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I've got more than 5. We're going to go into a lot more. Forget about American politics. Let's entertain ourselves, guys. I'm going to leave the last bit. Lamar Kicks to said yes. You see, all of you are saying yes. Louis Peter, yes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Now, let's listen to the tape first. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to the tape. I'm going to rewind it and then let's listen to it.
Person caring, I'm allowed, a máa fẹ́ fún ẹ, understand, but the problem pé kíní yóò ju tọmọ ọdún kan lọ, kò dẹ̀ tún wá mọ̀ lò, that's the problem, kò tún wá mọ̀ lò, kò tún ní owó, ó everything, ó ní like 20 cars, he has money, you understand, but ìyẹn ọmọ òṣèlú kan ni mi ní dárúkọ, you understand, so but kò mọ kíní yìí lò ní, that's the problem. Ẹjọ́ advice wo lẹ rò pé mo lè mú nínú àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin? Ẹjọ́ mo ní ọmọ Yẹnúsì, first born mi Yẹnúsì, mo dẹ̀ ní last born Anini, mo dẹ̀ ní ọmọ third.
Ìwà pẹ̀lú ẹwà. You want to hear about oníkíní kékeré? All right, I'll tell you. We're still warming up. Guys, have you shared and liked the page either you're watching from Hello Magazine or Liberty Media Publications? We're entertaining ourselves and I want to entertain you. You see, the onikekere thing, the small John Thomas, I'm not going to mention the person, but that sound more like somebody that I know very well. And they are in 1990, no, in the year 2000, I came out with my first publication in 1998, Rumors. And I was literally effectively competing with some other magazines. There one in particular, and that particular magazine, I'm not going to mention that magazine because I don't want to get you guys to think otherwise. I subsequently packed the magazine off the shelf, and Rumors magazine dominated the entire shelf, the newsstand. I know how to kill things, if I want to do. I know how to kill things, especially if it is within my own jurisdiction. I know what to do to kill them. And that's exactly what makes me a unique person and a British, because I'm particularly after my own interest and I want to preserve and conserve what rightfully belongs to me. If I have to go to Nigeria today, let me tell you, I will kill any of the publication that wants to compete with me. And I know what to do. You see, yeah. Now, when I came out, there was, I'm not going to mention that woman's name, in the year 2000. This woman was particularly after me. She wanted to date me in the year 2000. My wife is aware of this because I told my wife the story. So it's nothing new because I won't hide anything away from my wife. Anybody who wants to sleep with me, I'll tell my wife. Unless and otherwise, one, that I don't want my wife to know, then I'll keep it away from her. I'm telling you. But anyone that I feel, oh no, don't go, because my father told me something. He said, you don't sleep with every woman you meet in your life. There are some women, you meet them, they will come to you. They will present themselves to you on a platter of gold and silver. You sleep with them, you're finished spiritually. If you don't sleep with them when they present themselves to you, they will come back the second time. If you refuse the second time to sleep with them, they're not done with you, because there's something unique about you that they've seen in the spiritual realm and they want to tap into and they want to take away from you. They'll come back the third time. My father told me this before he died. If they come back the third time, and if you refuse their request the third time, such women are the women that will look at you and they will take you to any realm you want to go. But there are some quick shortcut. You should be able to tell the quick shortcut ones, and the moment you do those quick shortcut, don't go back the second time. It could be a one-night stand. You don't go back the next time. You go back the next time, you're messed up. Maybe you are in a party, just because of one thing led to the other, and you ramped up yourselves. Consider it as it never happened, and you never go back. And tell the woman, pretend as if this never happened. Oh dear. Oh, you guys, you're hearing some tough, difficult words. You've never heard of quick shortcut. Oh dear. We're having good time because that came up. This is part of streaming and part of what oh dear. My father was one incredible human being that really enjoyed life to the fullest. And I think I copied him as well. Every day is Christmas to me. I live every day as if it is Christmas. If I wake up tomorrow, it's by the grace of God. If I don't, all the life I have to live today, I've enjoyed it. See? Now, this lady, in the year 2000, she was particularly after me. I'm not going to mention her name. God. But as at that time, the same lady, because she's got a crush for me, she knows where I'll be at 5 p.m. at the end of my day, going around visiting clients and then talking to different people and then looking at editorial and the rest of it with Tokumbolo. Tokumbolo was in charge of editorial and I was in charge of how I can bring money into the publication. But then Tokumbolo and myself, because I was the publisher and editor-in-chief, I was a year ahead of Tokumbolo at the publishing school. So Tokumbolo graduated a year after me. So I waited for him because he wanted to come up because I was a George Goodman's Prize Award winner. So this woman wanted me by all means. She wanted me. And she literally went to that particular African store that she knows is my home. Because from that African store to my home is only about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes walk. Now, she waited for me there. And when she waited for me there, true, that day I was there. I'm not going to mention the African store. And then from there, that my friend that owns the African shop, the African store, and herself, we then went to her place, not too far away. And when we got there, then I discovered she had already cooked. She's cooked some finest meal, and she's bought drinks, brandy, whiskey, Guinness, talk of any drink. Everything was there. But because I was so clever, then this woman then said, oh, she's going to serve us food. And I said, no. I looked at the whole situation and I said, no, you don't have to serve me separately, serve my friend separately, and then you serve yourself separately. Put everything, put all the food into one big bowl and bring it into the center of the carpet as if we are Hausa Fulani people, and the three of us, we will eat from the same big bowl together. And I said, that is the love. I suggested that, and she went for it. So it was like, in Yoruba land, we call it as if we want to eat Sarah. So she brought it in a big tray and a big bowl, everything inside, and we all sat, all of us sat on the carpet, on the floor, as if we are malams. And then she brought the drinks, everything. We ate, it was rice with panla, igbin, talk of everything. We ate everything. And as at that time, I was drinking Guinness. So she started decking me with Guinness and everything after the food. I think as at that time, because I know if I have to go, I go in public transport, because I don't know what's going to happen, because I don't want to drink and drive. And I don't drink and drive anyway. So my car was parked safely at home. So I know I can drink. If the worst come to the worst, I'll call a cab and a cab will just take me home. So after the sixth bottle of Guinness, big Guinness, the sixth one, after consuming the sixth bottle of Guinness, so she thought I was off my senses and that I was high enough for action. So she thought I was high enough and that I'll be ready for action. But she never knew that the semen that gave birth to me is a special semen that there is no amount of intoxication that can let me lose my senses when it comes to that area. This woman, she then went into her bedroom. She was okay before. She then went into her bedroom, changed into a night dress, and the night dress was a complete see-through. A complete, not that. This is not using my inner eye, my third inner eye to see things. I was looking physically into everything, physically. Everything was physical. Because look, it was so transparent that if I was loose, I'm telling you this story today. So transparent that it was loose that she thought I would lose my integrity and I'll lose my consciousness. But she never knew that my decking 6 bottles of big Guinness, she never knew that I can go carry on. As at that moment, that period in time, I can still consume at least, I can still go up to a carton if I'm not driving. 12 bottles I will take easily all night in a party if I'm not driving. But 6 bottles, I'm still normal. And I said, woman, you don't need all this. I just said, you don't need all this. I said, look, I will give you somebody that will do this, but me, I won't do it. And true, I found her someone that really came forward. And then the next day, we met at the same spot. And you know what this woman was saying? Then she said, probably I was gay. The same woman said, oh, maybe you are gay. So when I knew it was because of yesterday, because I never performed, I refused. Look, this woman we are the best of friends now. If I call this woman now to say, so, I need X amount of money from you, she will wire. I know what I did when she said, oh, maybe I was gay. Then I said, no, okay, if I'm gay, would you like to give me your daughter? Because her daughter was old enough too. I said, go and bring your daughter. Your daughter will tell you if I am gay or not. And that was the end of the whole story. See, the same woman in question was the one that then told me a story of another person that was similar to number 4 that woman talked about, of an influential Nigerian, but with a very tiny John Thomas. The same woman dated that VIP. And after all those issues, that was when she then started talking to me about this person that I'm not going to name. And very, 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 all of you respect this person. And then she told me and then said, her John Thomas is like this. His John Thomas is like this. I said like this. I said that means my son, when he was born, when the nurses saw my son's John Thomas at Homerton Hospital, they said, oh, this one will wound a woman. I said, so that means my son's John Thomas is even bigger. When he was a day old baby, bigger than this. He said, yes, now. She said, yes. Very, very VIP. So the story correlated because I could see that there's something, maybe since this woman is noted for dating influential people, it could be that influential man too. But I'm not going to tell you the story of something that is very, very influential about this person, if this person is the same person that is in question. Now, this woman seek your advice. Should she go for Mike Adenuga's son? Since I've played it, she's got problems and she needs your help. Mike Adenuga's son with a spinal cord injury, who cannot perform. Should she settle for him? The money is there, but Mike Adenuga's son cannot perform. The stories are true. If they are not true, she won't come up. I believe those stories. She's mentioning names, not that she's cooked it up. And then, should she go for the last child of Oyenusi? The last child of Oyenusi cannot be made up. It is true. Oyenusi existed. Oyenusi was not fictitious. The second one. The third one. We don't know who that third one is. That third one is mysterious. But the third one had problems because this same lady in question, I believe she's a nymphomaniac. Because she likes to do it every time. Abba, 15 times in a day. Abba, 15 times in one day for one man. Tall. And then the fourth one, nice guy, but very, very small, tiny John Thomas, like a 1-year-old. Which one? Do you want to advise this lovely woman? Okay, we are warming up, guys. We are warming up. We're warming up. Yeah, I said I was going to treat that one because we okay, because we want to deal with that. Okay, guys, I think let me see. Let's listen to this before we carry on. And I think let me see if this is what I want to play.
Yeah. Oh no, 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 no. We are now. Alright, so compatriots, ẹni bá létí ẹ sọ fún kó máa gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ kó má ṣe tẹnìkan torí bọ́run bá yà kó má ní jẹ́ tẹnìkan láyé sọ̀rọ̀ sókè jọ gbọ́. Fight for your right, I beg you use your voice. All the billions with them still it belong to us. It belong to us, my brother, let's rise up. Because now we be the victim, now them be the criminal. But we dey chop the beating, then they chop the minerals. Yeah. Oh no, no, no. I say, now we be the victim, now them be the criminal. But we dey chop the beating, them they chop the minerals. Yeah. Oh no, no, no. Yeah. See. Láti 1960, kilo bàjá náà tí wọ́n lè fixi. Wọ́n kó jẹ́ títì. Àwọn olórí burúkú òpónú 60. Ó yá náà, Buhari tó bá létí kó gbọ́. End police brutality, bad governance. EndSARS, EndSOT, fire all the criminals. All the criminals tó ra wa ò ní gbà. Everybody say, oh, hi, oh, hi, oh, oh, hi. Innocent people have to die. You know Nigeria. Everybody say, oh, hi. Innocent people have to die. They know Nigeria. Looking good no be crime. All the things that they see just they make me wanna cry. Policeman go shoot you cause they think say not crime. For a boy to get car, for a man to get tattoo. Walk power, be any power can do. If you kill all the use but kill us cool. They no one see us grow, they never wanna see us through. I want to to go, then they recycle. Wako, okay. Poor man they cry, you know get 1K. Everything scatter, even job no day. Oh yeah, everybody kick ole. Láti 1960, kilo bàjá náà tí wọ́n lè fixi. Wọ́n kó jẹ́ títì. Àwọn olórí burúkú òpónú 60. Ó yá náà, Buhari tó bá létí kó gbọ́. End police brutality, bad governance. EndSARS, EndSOT, fire all the criminals. All the criminals tó ra wa ò ní gbà. Everybody say, oh, hi, oh, hi, oh, oh, hi. Innocent people have to die. They know Nigeria. Everybody say, oh, hi, oh, hi, oh, oh, hi. Innocent people have to die. They know Nigeria.
There are reports at least 20 people have been killed. Now, hundreds of people, some reports say 1,000, have gathered this morning.
It's Spotlight's exclusive, The Hitmaker.
Yes, that was spooky. We're going to go on to the. You guys are mean. We're going to go on to the next phase before we start going a bit deeper. One particular issue is not going to go away with me, and that issue that is not going to go away with me with the truth and the ugly is that I will continue to prove to you, Lord, the fraud inside Aso Rock. You are Peluewa. Let me go through some of your comment. Doing Godson. A small penis is better than none, Abi. Let me see this. The woman needs sound advice. Maybe she needs counseling. Tony Godson. Jocelyn Noah, in Nigeria, you cannot for your right by using your voice alone. No, arms will be needed. Temi, what have you got to say? Okay, I think the third one is manageable. Last child of Oyenusi, he can still increases his John Thomas with good herbs or through surgery. Wow. You guys are mean. Okay, Tony Godson, KY Jelly New. If the men are plagued with the sins of their fathers, then the lady's mother too must be of easy virtues. Yes, I totally agree. Right. Steve Osage said, based on her sexual appetite, let me post it. Based on her sexual appetite, and since we don't know who the third man is, she should go with Oyenusi's son and good. Wow. Should I post Narada Franklin post? Should I post it on? No, I won't post it. Now, I'm not going to post this. This is not good for this platform. I'll just leave it. Jesse J said, let the gods settle her case. Okay, I'll be taking all the comments later on. Okay, it's really getting interesting. Now, let's go into some dirty area. And the dirty area we're going to go into, I'm going to show you this this clip. Watch this one.
And so that is your wife's function. It is to
yes,
to
look
your
after
house.
me. And I will see who will come after us and take it back again to those who misappropriate for public funds. And I will see who will come after us and take it back again to those who misappropriate for public funds.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Let's play that. Let's roll it again.
And so that is your wife's function. It is to
yes, look
your
after
house.
me. And I will see who will come after us and take it back again to those who misappropriate for public funds. And I will see who will come after us and take it back again to those who misappropriate for public funds.
You've seen that. I'm going to play that again. Now, watch this Muhammadu Buhari in 2019, before the last election, when they brought him to the museum. And I'm going to play this tape and then the last one again so that you can see. Watch. Now, it's getting tougher and tougher now, very difficult. I've given you the lighter bits to entertain you. Now watch this.
Here, I think I was receiving my certificate from work.
Here, I think I was receiving my... Here, I think I was... Did you get that? Here, I think I was receiving my certificate from... Let's listen.
Here, I think I was receiving my certificate from War College, United States of America.
Here, I think I was receiving my certificate from the War College, United Kingdom of America. Look at his latex, the face. And then I'm going to go back to the old clip. Watch this.
Here, I think I was receiving my certificate from War College, United States of America.
It is stood. Okay, now let's play the first.
And so that is your wife's function. It is to
Yes,
to
look
after your
after
house.
me. And I will see who will come after us and take it back again to
Play this again. Let's play this.
Here, I think I was receiving my certificate from War College, United States of America.
These two.
And so that is your wife's function. It is to
Yes,
to
look
your
after
house.
me. And I will see who will.
Check this.
Here, I think I was receiving my certificate from War College, United States of America.
See. See. This wouldn't go away with me. United Kingdom of America. You have to ask that. You have to question. You see, here you can see Buratai laughing. Let's play the full clip.
Here, I think I was receiving my certificate from War College, United States of America. Well, I think I was a Major General before I was retired. I don't know why I was here. I think it's good to go to the museum.
I doesn't even know what he was doing. I knew that picture was taken when he was Minister of Petroleum, when he was at a meeting of the petroleum exporting countries in Geneva. And Buratai was laughing. And all of you are laughing. And you think it is normal. It is not normal. If you think it is normal, you're wasting your time. You think it is normal. Stop wasting your time. You're wasting your time. When, as a matter of fact, you see this one.
And so that is your wife's function. It is to
Yes,
to
look
your
after
house.
me. And I will see who will come after us and take it back again to those who misappropriate for public funds. And I will see who will come after us and take it back again to those who misappropriate for public funds.
And then this one.
Yeah, I think I was receiving my certificate from War College, United States of America. Well, I think, yeah, I was a Major General before I was retired. I don't know why I was here. I think it's good to go to the museum.
It's good to go through the museum. Now, that same man, watch this.
Governors, we are fully aware that those vested interests who have held Nigeria back for so long will not give up without a fight. They will sow divisions, sponsor violence. Meanwhile, the first steps along the path of self-sufficiency in rice, wheat, and sugar, big users of our scarce foreign exchange have been taken. The labor-intensive farming enterprise will boost the economy and ensure inclusive growth in long-neglected communities. Sufficient intervention funds through the Bank of Agriculture will provide targeted support.
In FCT, Lagos, and Ogun State, effective from Monday, 4th of May 2020. However, this will be followed strictly with aggressive reinforcement of testing and contact tracing measures while allowing the restoration of some economic and business activities in certain sectors. Furthermore, new nationwide measures are to be introduced as follows. A. There will be an overnight curfew from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. This means
that's what you get. Let's go on a break with Akiwon.
Hello, 12. 1, 2. Engineer Bami Besoke. I'm proud of my heritage. It is what I am. Yes, so, Homando Mio. It ain't your every time. It's ACI. Ale Homando Dede. Homamula Miji Hoju Shayel. Ekimo Gumo Kiwa o. Amalani o. Akaiba Tishe. Mi Akarona Gbegba. Ayulo ayubo ọwọ́ yẹn o ẹ máa rìn o. Láìlolo lẹ́ o. Láìlolo. Láìlolo lẹ́ o. Láìlolo. Akínwọ̀n mi. Akínwọ̀n mi o. Motailatu, Ondo Ekimogun o, Motailatu, Ondo Ekimogun o, Motailatu se, Ondo Ekimogun o, Motailatu, Akiwangumi, Akiwangumi o, Akiwangumi o, Akiwangumi o. Motailatu, Ondo Ekimogun o, Motailatu, Akiwangumi o, Akiwangumi o, Akiwangumi.
that was lovely. Akiwon, yes. I know Jocelyn Noah, you said, how can you get the song? I'll send it to you. Narada Franklin, you said, you and I know that real Muhammadu Buhari is dead. So leave that matter to the gullible. Yeah, I'll send it to you, Jocelyn, on WhatsApp, don't worry, or on the other means. That guy is Akiwon, is from Ondo town. So when God works in mysterious circumstances, that if he wants to raise someone out of a particular place, he will just raise that person uniquely. It could be music, it could be he could be prophet, he or she could be prophet, anything. So don't forget, God says, your thoughts are not my thoughts, your ways are not my ways. So now there was one superb export out of Ondo town. And I happen to be one of Sunny Ade's greatest fans. And I tell you, I love that man so much, Sunny Ade, that I've got all his albums. You can find him on YouTube. I will send he's on YouTube. I will post his link here for all of you who wants to go into. I will post it for you because you guys are calling for it, so that I don't have to send it individually to people. Yeah. Let me see this. Okay, I'm going to get this up to you guys. Okay, let me post it now. For those of you who wants to get onto his YouTube channel, that's it there for you, and that will take you straight on his YouTube channel. You've got that. So I had to copy that from, yeah. Okay, guys, I was meant to stream my interview with Dr. Amos Akingba today, but I am unable to stream that because of the American election and the fact that a lot of people are really busy with yes, thank you, Iwapelewa. I'm going to give you guys update at the end of the show regarding our sister in UAE, because I think I got an update, and the next step that we are going to do, what we need to do, I think, let me look for that. Okay, I think I got that here. Yeah. Now, I won't be able to broadcast Dr. Amos Akingba's interview with myself today. I thought I'll be able to do that today, but the traffic is so low. Obviously, a lot of people, maybe because it is weekend and a lot of people are out there. So, yeah, people are doing their own thing. We are on lockdown, and yes, I hope to come in tomorrow to do a live show on the outcome of the interview I conducted with Dr. Amos Akingba. Some people said I shouldn't tread that path of going to the extreme of interviewing the people that Comrade Victor Taiwo mentioned. But I am very bold. I've interviewed Dr. Akingba. Dr. Akingba and myself, we were on the phone for roughly about 15 minutes. I'm going to analyze and I'm going to play you his tape tomorrow. And the reason I'm going to do that is because the Yorubas are messed up. Why are the Yorubas messed up? You will know tomorrow. I saw this. I saw it. I saw it coming. But they never saw this problem, but I saw it. They never saw it, but I saw it. There are some stuff I cannot broadcast from the interview that I have to work on. Because if I do that, it won't be good. Because I have not gotten the time to take the time to look to it, and because the American elections is taking grip and hold of a lot of people, so I wasn't really bothered. Because the whole of yesterday, I was even miserable myself. But tomorrow, we're going to trash Dr. Akingba's interview, and that will be exclusive after Comrade Taiwo's encounter with me. Guys, it's been a nice, pleasant experience to be with you. The crowd is averagely okay, but it is the amount of information that matters. Join me tomorrow, because if you want to know the problems that is associated with your race, the Yoruba nation, come online. You have problems. And if we don't talk about those problems, you will know where your problem lies. And you don't want to carry this same problem to the new nation that you want to form. You've got big problems. Don't let anybody fool you. I like to see you guys come in tomorrow and we trash this issue out, because many people, you see them, they talk because they can talk in Yoruba, they can talk in this, Iba Gani Adams, this, that. But intellectual arguments, you won't see them there. But they are only interested in what Iba Gani Adams and Sunday Igboho are not doing to themselves, what Banji Akintoye is doing, and the rest of it. That's all what they are interested in. They are not interested in how they should build their relationship with the East and the North, how they should build their relationship with Republic of Benin, Togo, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Mali, Gambia, Niger Republic. They're not talking about it. They're not interested. They're not talking about how they want to negotiate with Westminster and the protection of the British interest. They're not talking about your foreign relations. No, they're not. Are these the same people I want to put up with? We'll look into that issue tomorrow. Guys, until that time, take good care of yourselves, and we'll trash it out tomorrow with my encounter and my interview with Dr. Akingba today. Until that time, God bless you. I hope you join me tomorrow afternoon. I don't know what's going to happen to the US, but you now know that Joe Biden is the president-elect and he's the president of the United States. Forget about any litigation or whatever Donald Trump wants to do. They will fuck him up anyway. So until that time, peace and God bless you. Good night.